many people were absolutely baffled as to why a major United Kingdom publication decided to do this to the beautiful Princess of Wales, Catherine. So we decided to investigate. Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the very heart of London, and as ever, nice to have your company today. It's interesting, isn't it, the way that the royal family are portrayed in the world's media. We've said before, you know, it's all about whether you're in with them or out with them. And the simple factor is that the public now, because we live in a digital world, a digital age, can simply make their own mind up. I'm sure, like me, in your part of the world, you go into some news agents and you see these shocking front pages, don't you? Like, you know, Harry and Meghan divorce, Harry and Meghan split up, and then of course you get deeper into the piece and there's not really that much there, but they've managed to contour the pictures to make it look like they're having a fight or indeed falling out. Normally though, this is reserved simply for the tabloid sort of publications, and it's interesting to note that some respected newspapers over here seemingly now have fallen foul of this. Now, I don't know what it's like again in your part of the world, but we have one or two tabloids over here that are simply anti-royal, you know. They do the stories but with a sneering delight, you know, that type of thing. Always try and get the worst picture, the possible worst headline. Seemingly though, their royal editor remains popular with certain aspects of the media, baffling as ever. But it was this particular picture, yes, this one here, that was put on the very front page of the Mirror, sometimes known as the Daily Mirror over here in the United Kingdom. And as you can see, it paints Catherine in an absolutely diabolical pose, clearly being badly photoshopped to make her look her absolute worst. This picture was taken, allegedly, on the Remembrance Sunday service of which she was standing alongside the Queen Consort. Now here's a real picture of just how elegant, sophisticated, and more importantly in tune with the occasion that it represented. So why on earth did this publication decide to go down that route? Well, as ever, we decided to contact the Reach PLC group. Now, Reach PLC is a company that is doing incredibly well with their profits, but not necessarily with their staff. That's right. Redundancies around, people working from home, people simply not of the calibre that one would normally expect of a national newspaper. It's interesting to note though that many of the people that represent the newspaper on screen are very much anti-monarchists, you know, always explaining that they cost too much, they do nothing for the country, and we don't know why we have them. But of course, when they want to try and shift some copies of newspapers, bang, on the front page, there becomes our royals. The Mirror, or the Daily Mirror, whichever you want to call it, has regaled many of its dwindling readers with, of course, the sordid details of the Netflix TV show The Crown, so you can see exactly where they're going. Now, when we contacted Reach PLC, the publishers of the Daily Mirror, they simply said it was the way that the picture was painted or reprinted. They'd done nothing to it. Now, the other side of the coin, and I have a very good source within Reach PLC, and they told me this, and as ever, we have to say allegedly. It's all down to the fact that, you know, the newspaper is failing, really failing in readership, not only on its website, but with daily print publications. And by doing these shock pictures on the front, then seemingly they can get some much needed publicity. But as ever, what I would say to that is, will this truly make people now pick up the newspaper and think this is the read for me? By being so disrespectful to a beautiful princess who's doing so much good in her brand new role and at the start of a brand new reign of King Charles III. Is this truly the way forward to make sure that the paper could survive? Not just for its readers, but for the many people that it still employs who seemingly need a job. After the publication of this picture, they've received such a backlash. As yet, they've yet to put out an apology. But apparently, according to a good source, they're going to have to rectify that soon with a gushing tribute about something that Catherine has done. Why has it all now come to this? As ever, I'd love to know your thoughts to this particular picture and story in the comments below. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.